Absolutely perfect explorers, no vandalism. This is the shot here now, guys. Check this room out. No graffiti. Look at this piano. Just pure decay. A traditional African spear. Dust, mould, debris. Wow. The blue room in this otherwise perfect time capsule house. The patterns, photographs there. Wow. Thousands drive past this abandoned home every single day. But nobody stops. No one questions what's inside. It's the perfect facade hiding a truth frozen in time. Getting inside wasn't easy. Positioned on a main road, any wrong move could have drawn attention. But once inside, it's as if time never moved, or maybe it just gave up trying. Every room, every object remains untouched. Lavish furniture, polished wood, clothes still hanging, a fireplace still dressed with memories. This wasn't just a house, this was somebody's world. And then, one day they left, or even vanished. Today, we're not just exploring, we're investigating. What happened here? Who lived in this forgotten home? And why was it never returned to? This isn't just decay. This is a story waiting to be uncovered. Okay, explorers, so we begin. Coming up into the house now. And check this out. Garage area. Little cloak room for jackets, coats. And little storage area, jars, sweets, things like that. Tiled floor looks beautiful. Big old dresser with hats still sat on the side. Nice big high ceilings. Wow, beautiful staircase. Make our way through. You can see a hat just resting on the banister, as if they're about to come back any minute, which it feels like they are. Wow. Let's start in this front room. Nice tall doors with the frosted glass, and look at this. Wow. Huge, extravagant dining room table with serving platters still on there. Here they are, all sat at it. The family there. Check this out. All the chairs still neatly tucked around. Behind the door here, look. Huge grandfather clock, must be 10 feet tall, with the gold inside. Big stone fireplace, heaters, and the candles still sit on top. Beautiful vase. Artwork, look. So apparently the family were missionaries, travelled the world helping people. Not too sure about it yet, but we'll take a look. Hand-carved dresser. Look at this detail carved into this. The glasses still sit inside. Amazing. Crystal lighting. Comes down to this armchair sat in this bay window. And look at this jacket. Not sure what this is, if anyone can tell me. Really appreciate it. But you can see the dust and cobwebs gathering on the windowsill there. Wow. Check out this old radio. Look at the size of it. Absolutely huge. Just gathering dust on top now, look. Around this, decorative plates and cups. La Rwanda, face of Avenir. Another armchair, hats. Wow. This is the shot here now, guys. Check this room out. I can't have my light blaring because straight onto the high street there. This is a pure stealth mission. But what a beautiful home. Completely left, abandoned and frozen in time. You can see the cobwebs there on the windowsill, around the plates and dishes. But have you ever seen anything like this left abandoned? Gold frames, look. Look at this piano. Huge grand piano. Sits centre of the room. Mary on top. And you can see the dust, look. The keys starting to come away. The wicker chair slowly decaying. Tube back TV, huge tube back TV. Dates the house slightly. Another little sofa, all ruffled up where people have sat. Here we go, look, pictures from Africa, Rwanda, I'm guessing. Is this our fella? Is this the guy that lived here? I can't get over this house, it's absolutely beautiful. Look at all the trinkets on top of this mantelpiece. Big marble fireplace. And the detail in this radiator. Wow. Maybe an ancestor. Oh my God. What a beautiful house. And look at this right behind my head. Huge chandelier. Guys, have you ever seen anything like it? Completely abandoned. Light fittings gone. Window open, ready for anyone to come in. Unbelievable. I believe this is the front door, look. Cobwebs showing that nobody's been in here for a long time. Spiders completely taken over and guarding the house. A lot of religious books packed away here. Wow. Into another beautifully tiled room on the floor. Armchairs. Another huge tube back TV, so you're talking at least 90s, early 2000s. Amazing dresser once again. Wow. I don't want to touch anything. It's absolutely beautiful. Oh, what's this? A little conservatory area, look, completely overgrown with ivy, showing how long it's been left. The ivy even coming down inside now, look, just slightly. We'll keep pushing forward inside. The debris on the floor coming down from this paint peel, which surrounds this absolutely beautiful rusting light. Artwork, look. A happy couple. And once again, more artwork. Crosses. This suitcase full of pictures and poems, psalms. Leather briefcase, yeah. And the hat, look, just resting on top. Oh my God, look at this taxidermy in the window. Who's this fella? stained glass. But just panning these rooms, look. Absolutely amazing. Beautiful home. I wish I could open the curtains so we could let all the natural light in, but unfortunately we can't. The kitchen, microwave, utensils on top, a whole tea collection, Twining's tea. Little figures, look. The clock stopped at 4:15. It's the law. Oh, empty. Empty. What a shame. But look at all these utensils just left here. How crazy is that? Radios, kettles, cupboards. Still have, oh no, that one's empty. Still have a few bits in there. But this window, look, covered in cobwebs on the outside of these net curtains. What's in here? All the cutware, cups, glasses, plates. This is where they were all kept. Oh, there's chairs in the way. Egg cups there. And food. Any dates? Can't see, but there's cobwebs in there. Wow. Crazy. Crazy how this has been left. What's back here? Look at the mould on the doors. Black mould. Literally covering everything in here. Little storage cupboards. Cleaning products. And the bathroom. Oh my days, disgusting. Slippers still on the bottom of the sink, look. Sink, seen better days. But everything's still here. Oh, look at that bath. And this is what I love about Europe. The dryer, washing machine in the bathroom. Check the decay out. Absolutely perfect explorers, no vandalism. No graffiti, just pure decay, dust, mould, debris in this otherwise perfect time capsule house of this missionary. Don't see a name yet. Don't see much personal effects either. Wow. It's all just the furniture and what have you. Check this out. I miss these huge faces in this corridor looking down on the place. Should we check this garage before we head upstairs? Wine, look. Chest freezers. Empty. But look at this. Another huge cupboard just filled with jars. We see this everywhere we go in Belgium. Ready to preserve food. I wonder where that is. TVs. Maybe it is just in here. Maybe this is the cellar. Beers here, look. But this is absolutely wild how this is abandoned and left. I wonder what happened. Maybe he passed away whilst overseas. All the wines there. Absolutely no idea. But it's so cool that we get to look around this time capsule with literally everything left behind. Let me know what you think of the place so far in the comments. I'm going to get a few pictures And then we're going to head upstairs, see what the bedrooms are like. Wow. Downstairs told me more than I expected. Amid the lavish decor and the silence of a house long forgotten, clues began to surface. Photos, literature, symbols of a life spent far away, Africa, missions, faith. It's becoming clear that the last owner was a missionary, someone who gave their life work overseas, but whose home feels like it's been abandoned in a hurry, as if they planned to return but never did. Still, questions remain. Why is everything still here? Why has no one come back? And most of all, what's waiting for me upstairs? Okay, explorers, heading upstairs, past the dead bird, and looking out into the conservatory area. Look, completely overgrown, as we said. Up these stairs, they seem very simple compared to the rest of the house. Cigar box full of keys, curtains still hang, cobwebs still everywhere. I mean, look at this. The roof, look, of the conservatory. Ivy crawling up it. And let's head into the first bedroom, I believe. Wow, a table in here. Sinks. Look at the decay above the bed, wow. The light's in the way. There you go. That's not looking too healthy. Boxes full of records of where he's been. I'm not going to go through them. I think if we don't find out his name in this place, it's okay, because it's such an amazing house anyway. So if we can keep it private, I'm quite happy with that. And look at this bed. Covered in debris, dust, paint peel from the ceilings, the crosses there, look. Wow. What a shame. That sink's mental. Check this out. It's like a standalone fridge. A fridge? Standalone sink. Glasses in there, braces. Wow. Little ensuite bathroom. Sorry if you think I'm rushing this place, guys, but it's so big, I want to get around it and check everything out. What the hell? Stairs heading up. But how do you even get to them? They're blocked off. Another sink under here. That's so strange. Not sure. It's proper eerie when you're walking around this place on your own. Next room, frosted glass, wallpaper, very obnoxious. Wow. An office. Oh my days. Check this out. Files and books, VHSs, artwork from Africa. More VHSs, look, completely full. I think it's of all of his trips, look, Congo, Venezuela. Wow. I think he's recorded all of his trips. Rwanda there, look. Cassette tapes really aging the place. Armchair, oh my days, look. A traditional African spear. Wow, still sat here. All the artwork and paintings. This is definitely his office. Ah, here he is. With two African boys. Having a chat to them. Traditional African wear, look. Musha, 1968. Here he is, preaching to African children and that. This is amazing. A full life. Road map of East Africa. Even a typewriter, not even a computer. Money, crosses. And look at this, Royal Deluxe recorder. Some VHSs sat on top. Wow. Absolutely amazing. Little radio. This is where he'd sit listening to his radio. You can see where his head has stained the back of the chair there. More of his pictures. Jesus, the Pope. Amazing house. Absolutely amazing. And look at the fireplace. Brick. Absolutely perfect. The huge clock on top. You can just see debris and dust falling now. There he is that his wife? Wow. Let's head through, see what else we can uncover about this place. Wow. Books on the side here, look. Looking out into the garden. All overgrown, I best be careful right there. We'll start with this one and work back. Wow. Oh my days. The blue room. The bed still made completely. Little chair next to it with debris falling. So stained as well, that chair. It's leather. The pattern's in there. Wow. Mould on top. Shame. But this is amazing. Sewing machine, look. A star. Still on its original table. The patterns, photographs there. Wow. Statues. More of these chairs. These are set out like people have been sat around whilst he's been in bed. Maybe he was ill. Makes sense. It's like people were talking to him whilst he was in bed, look. Quite bare, this room, really. Except for the obvious here. Another dresser. Mirrors. Statues, look. Oh, is that his daughter who died, 1998? Or granddaughter? Oh my days. It looks like. Poor thing. More books on top. Les Dames de Marseillais. Oh, no idea, I can't read that. Here's the case for the sewing machine. Bookshelf. What an incredible room, but the picture there, I think it says remembering and then a date. Hope that's not his daughter or anything like that. That would be a real shame. But we'll head into this next room, see what else we can find. It's still quite bare, but look at this. Wow, it's so regal. The flag over this mattress. The artwork, look. It looks like he was very proud to be from Belgium. Picture of the Pope. Wow, it's quite daunting. This mirror. Wardrobe here. Oh. Empty really, just bedcloths. Bed sheets, bedcloths. I'm not going to get too close, but the curtains hanging right onto the high street there. Wow. These fires are so different to what I'm used to seeing, they're amazing. Crazy. This draped over the fireplace here, marble fireplace. More artwork. And look at this table. Rwanda. No, don't know that. Emana. Thought a car pulled up then. Jesus, my arse went. These wicker bowls, look, they from Africa. Oh, I broke it. I haven't. And this wash table, marble, carved wood all around, absolutely beautiful, stunning. Floor's a bit sticky. Can't get over it, guys. Amazing building. I think we've got one more room to check. Oh, look at that structural damage. Wow. That is a big crack. It goes all the way around this arch. Oof. Oh my days, last bedroom. Check this out, wow. The Belgian flag over the bed. Marble. Bedside tables with the candles, very extravagant. The holy water, the cross. Mary there on a gold plated thing. Slippers next to the bed. Wow. Unreal. Oh, clothes. Women's clothes. So he was married. Quite nice as well. Looks like they definitely had some money. Toilet roll. Remember COVID, where it was absolutely essential to stack toilet roll everywhere? More of these leather chairs. And the fur shawl, is that? More shoes on bottom there. I don't know what's going on with this floor, but it's so sticky. Another beautiful carved dresser, look. Unreal. Looking straight out onto the high street, amazing. Another clock stopped at 5 to 9. This is a bed, I thought it was a table, look. That's cool. Gustav. There we go. Next to his bed, in the last room, we found his name. How amazing is this property, guys? There is some places outside I want to check out, see if we can find anything else from Gustav's house. But it's so dodgy being on this high street. I've got the light on, need it on, because some rooms are quite dark, but we've been all right so far. I'm gonna get some pictures for Instagram, some B-roll for the video, and I'll meet you downstairs and see what else we can find. What a place. Absolutely love this place. Upstairs, some stories revealed themselves. One room stood out, untouched and delicate, a daughter's bedroom lovingly preserved as she passed away young, and ever since her father never changed a thing. The space remains just as she left it, a shrine to her memory held in place by grief. He was a missionary, a man who gave his life to others, travelling far from home to Africa where records are scarce and silence is easy to miss. There are no records of his death, no trace of his return, just a house still full, still waiting. A man of faith, a life of service, and a story quietly fading into dust.